Hey everybody, let me talk in this video about one security concern you have to take care about when you work with Android before you go to the next chapter. Imagine I have this activity. Someone enters username and password. If he enter it correct, he will go to the next activity. So if he enter, like for example, admin, and the password should be admin, he will see the next activity. So now you are sure 100% this activity will never open unless the user entered the information correctly. So in design layout, I didn't did a lot of details. I just built two activity. First one I design it. Someone enters username password and I click login. When he click login, he will not do a lot of work. I just have already saved username password, already saved user admin password admin. Then I connect with the edit text for both to input. Then here's the important part. I'm checking if the username equal this one, if the password equal this one. Please go ahead and open the second activity. Just I open it intent. I just go to the second activity. As I told you, here you could write get application context, or you could write this. It's the same thing. And then I start the second activity. The security concern is in this part. Okay, you are happy. You think this one, no one could go next unless he enter the username and password correctly. Imagine you work for banking. So someone have to log in to do some transaction here. So yes, but in Android is different. This story is different. You have to know activity in Android is same as web pages. So when you go to the home, you could go to the index, you could go to the contact. So I could go to the next page, or I could navigate to the next page without having this one login. So how is this one? First of all, I go to the file in Android, I go to project structure, and just I get the URL for my SDK. That's good. I will open the terminal, then just make sure I have the terminal and Windows, this one both are open it. Okay, open the terminal, I will go CD to this direction, I have it. If I click ls, I will see number of folders. Here we go, I see number of folders. The one I care about is a platform tool. So if I go CD to platform tool, I would see number of file. The one that I'm interested in is ADB. Is that right? Yes. Let me just clear the screen. So to access to the ADB is the way that Android allows us to communicate with any part in the Android device. So if I click in Mac, I write /ADB shell, or in Windows, you could write only ADB shell. So in Mac, you write /ADB shell. On Windows, you write just ADB shell. So I'm now in Mac, I will write ./ADB shell. Now I entered in the root of the phone. That's great. Just if you want to go to root, if you are not in the root, if you do not see root here, if you are execute on real device and your device have to be rooted, so you just go to SU, you will go to the root device. So now I'm already in the root. So now what I want to do, I want to access to the second activity without getting login. So how is that going? It's really easy to open Android application if it's packaged, and you will see it in the end of this tutorial. It's really easy to take your APK and open your file and read what you have here. So they want to access to this. When they check this main face, they see, hey, yes, this is main activity, and this is second activity. So they want to access to this activity. As I told you, this I'm talking about hacker side, because the hacker could open the APK, and you'll see it in the end. So how they open the second activity? First, they will take the package name, they copy it, then they go back to the terminal. What they will do? They say, okay, I say am start, then say /n, then they write the package name, then write /dot, then they write the activity name. Well, the activity name, if you see activity 2, that's great. So if you see, they say activity 2. Do you remember? You write package name /dot activity name. Enter. Here you go. Now I'm in the second activity. Even I did not did any login. Do you know? Again, now I'm in this activity in the real device, but I could go from terminal to the second activity without login. So this is interesting part you have to care about in Android. Passing data between inter-process APC, inter-process communication, have to be secure. So the way I suggested to fix this problem initially, you go to say, okay, I have here my activities. Here I have them. So yes, this is the main activity, first one. Okay, I would say before I started, I will send some data. I would say put extra some data by key, okay, and I make sure 1 2 3. Okay, I suggest I just now for demo I enter 1 2 3, but it's better for you to send the key as an encrypted key, so you just do any encryption algorithm. Then when you receive it here in the second activity, you just define bundle b get extra, then you check, okay, if b dot get string for key, for your key, this key, oh, dot equal that 1 2 3, that's okay. Otherwise you ended, you finish the activity. So if it's equal, that's good. If not, then if the key is not equal 1 2 3, finish this activity, don't start this activity. So now when someone navigates through the code, he just see 1 2 3 code, he start the activity, that's great. This activity check, okay, I have the code, okay, that's okay. If he don't have this key, he will finish this activity. As I told you, I just used 1 2 3. I suggest for you, you have to encrypt it here, use any encryption algorithm, and you decrypt it here, because he also could use this key when he want to navigate. So yes, now if I rerun it again, I try to execute something I did it before and see what will happen. Here we go. Now if someone try to log in from the console, say enter admin, then he try to log in, that's great, you go to the next activity. But if you try to do it from here, he have to see them failure, he cannot do it. So yes, this is a basic thing you could do it for process communication. Make sure when you pass between one activity and another and you have secure activity, make sure you're checking from something. As I told you, don't use number, use some encryption and decryption. And yes, that's a simple security point I want to share in this video. Thank you for watching and see you next.